Welcome back. Episode 8.
Yes, sir.
We got
6.
2 more fellow soft men.
Some flaccid fellas.
Soft boys.
Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Isaiah.
What do you do, Isaiah?
Go to school and waste all my money.
What are you in school for?
Animation.
Cool.
Sick.
All right, pass the mic. Who's this fine fella?
My name is Austin.
He's the cool guy of the group.
He's wearing sunglasses because the sun never sets for a badass.
What do you do, Austin?
I'm cool for a living.
Oh shit.
That's
Okay.
about it for real.
I'm really glad I didn't bring Liz over.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Who's that?
His girl.
My girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Tell her I said hey.
I will.
Anyways, this is a jank setup, but hey,
The jankiest.
it's gonna work though. It's okay. It's all that matters.
Yeah.
But anyways, before I get started,
Ooh.
okay, now let's get started.
It ain't a Pilsner pop, but it works. Same effect.
Oh, we won't have Pilsner pops today.
Wait, that's.
Bottles.
Oh man.
You might get a little.
All right.
We'll try it.
We'll try it.
Yeah. But it's been a minute.
What, 2 weeks?
I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because
we
we
didn't get
suck.
to record last.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Scheduling was a little off.
Yeah. All I know is we turned up last night.
We did.
What do you think you're doing?
You
Always
missed
stealing
out,
my
Presley.
shit.
Participated in a nice Zenachino.
Motherfuckers always stealing my shit.
He's the only one that steals people's shit. Hey, you
And he's got the
Let me get
You
he's got the
fucking
most
moocher.
money out of all of us.
You moocher.
You fucking moocher.
But yeah, we got a little rowdy last night. Austin was very tired.
Were ya?
Very drunk.
Nah, I wasn't tired. I was just being
Yeah.
Oh.
Respect. Jesus.
We do gotta try out that billiards place though.
We do.
Eventually.
Hmm.
It seems pretty chill. It's an entry fee though.
Like
How much?
It's $5, but still.
Is it by the game though?
Hey,
Well, I think it's by the
pros go
hour.
there.
It's by the hour. Then every game is $1. Yeah, like you gotta put the quarters in and
Yeah.
get the balls out. But yeah,
Hmm.
so I don't know. I think old Willie's personally. You just walk in, pay $1 to play.
That was such a
Fine establishment.
literally in the back alley. You walk in, it's just like one table. The rest are pool tables. The bar. It's like
Some
11
darts.
o'clock.
Yeah.
The
And
bathroom.
there was like 4 people max until we walk in. It would
Yeah.
definitely, like, if you're gonna get stabbed, it's there.
Yeah.
If you walk into the bathroom, the first thing you see, little sink, toilet right next to the sink. Like
Right next to
no,
the
it's
door.
not.
No lock on the door either.
Yeah, nothing like that. And then you walk in this little doorway, and it's 2 urinals right next to each other.
Yeah.
So you have to walk through someone's shit, and if you got piss.
And then if you got to piss, and then you're kind of gazing. So
Yeah. I loved it though.
Yeah, I love the
Cheap beers.
yeah, and then the
Were they room temp or
No,
they
they
kind of
were,
cold?
they were cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at
only
that.
complaint is the card reader didn't work.
Yeah. So we ended up having to somehow figure out cash to pay.
Hey,
Yeah.
I had my quarters.
Yeah. Isaiah had like $8 in quarters on him. So
That's all I carry.
Only
Change,
carry
man.
It's like
quarters.
my
Just quarters.
grandma opened up like a little coin purse. She's like,
$87.
Here you go.
Coin.
count this out for you.
Dude, I want to do some stupid shit like that. Like someone like get like a parking ticket somewhere.
I
And go
should've
pay it all
Go-
pennies or whatever.
Picked up this Xbox today. Should have just brought like a bucket of pennies.
The big old water jugs. You know what I'm talking about?
They have to accept it. Legal tender, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Talk closer to the mic, you fucking idiot.
Talking too quiet, Hunter.
I'll kiss
Bring
the
in
shit
that.
out of you.
Bet you won't. Oh no.
I hate for that to happen.
On camera too.
Oh shit.
So what's going on with you, Isaiah?
I'm tired.
Why?
I'm gonna take pictures of
What time did you get up?
8.
Man.
Went to bed
Crazy.
at 3.
Yeah, that's when I was up. I was up at 8:30.
Yep.
8:30.
No
So-
one got shot.
What?
I got shot
Nice.
by paintball.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Uh,
I made some money.
What
There you
like in wars, like the people who go and like film it. What's across their chest?
GoPro.
No, like
What?
their name.
Oh,
It's
It's
like the sponsorship of GoPro.
Yeah, no. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
It says
Uh,
press.
Yeah.
They shot
Oh,
the
yeah,
press.
Yeah, Yeah, they shot
That's a war crime, yo.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Mhm.
Don't they have guns though? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Interesting.
Wait, but if they get nuked, we don't talk about it. Bombed.
Well,
Hmm.
yeah, that's a different. Dude, it's a different scenario. Shut up.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, so we all like Dr Pepper around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
you Dr Pepper person?
Dr. Pepper.
They come out with a new flavor,
What?
bourbon flavored Dr
What?
Pepper. Non-alcoholic, nothing, just bourbon flavored Dr Pepper.
Huh.
It's
Have to
probably
give
But
a
it-
little-
you
Jack
can only
Daniels.
get it from like sweepstakes though, so it's not like you can go and buy it. But the thing I would
Dr. Pepper,
Dr
if
Pepper,
you're
if you're
listening,
watching,
we all your biggest barbecue water fans.
Biggest fan.
barbecue soda fans.
So please send us some bourbon. Dr. Pepper.
The thing is like it's either gonna be really good or really bad.
Really
You
bad.
know what I mean? I don't know though.
Nothing's
Mhm.
better than the OG.
You ever have
Yeah,
the,
that's
Yeah.
true.
the cream soda?
I'm not
Ooh.
a big cream soda.
It's a cream soda Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I've seen those. I
Shit gas.
think it's like, don't they have like a cherry Dr Pepper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good
that's
Pretty
good.
fucking tasty
Yeah.
too.
Or like cherry vanilla Coke. Ooh, that thing.
They made that
Gas.
They
Or
made,
that cherry Coke Zero. Man.
Yeah, I need to get some.
they did
That's
like a
spicy.
limited run for Jurassic Park. It was like a blueberry.
Mm.
Dr Pepper. Nasty.
Gross.
Apparently it was good.
Ew.
Don't knock it till you try it.
You look like you still drink Code Red.
Something funny?
Dude, I would take such offense to that. Like that is, you just downgraded this man horribly for saying something like that.
There's like a certain, like if you say like
You
a-
hit a certain age.
Yeah.
and
When you
cannot
say
drink
Code Red,
you
12
can
year-
you
twelve-
can imagine something.
12-year-old below, like 30-year-old glasses acne. That's what I picture.
Mm.
Oh.
What's your
Average
top?
person in Ohio?
What's your top pop?
Top pop.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper
What about you?
Weirdo.
by far.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr Pepper.
Really?
It just goes hard.
Oh yeah.
You can't beat a Dr. Pepper.
I mean, it is good. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm a slut for Dr. Pepper.
I'm a Diet Coke guy.
You look like a
Hate
Diet
me
Coke
all
guy.
you want, but dude, tastes way better than a regular Coke.
I love me some
Swear to
Diet
God.
Coke.
Fuck yourself.
Spiciest thing you can get on the market,
Dude.
hands down.
McDonald's Sprite,
Diet Coke is
motherfucker.
for old people.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's
No, they get the fucking
Do you know why they like it?
why?
Because they think it's good for them.
Oh, it's not good
It's
for
the
you.
wor-
Like,
it's
dude,
it's
that's the
worse
thing.
than regular Coke for you.
People are
Yeah.
literally like, "Oh, you're trying to be healthy." No, it's not good for you. It just tastes.
If I'm
way
drinking
better.
pop, I want it to taste good and still do harm. So.
Yeah, you're supposed to
It
have a
tastes
stomach
good.
ache when you're done drinking a Coke. You don't get that with Diet Coke.
If I
It's
don't-
because it's fake sugar.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have all that sugar.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Because it's like these.
You're
these
supposed
are
to feel
the
like shit after you drink it.
these are the consequences of your actions, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But when you drink Diet Coke, it's like
The best.
no,
thing
you
on the
drink like
market.
3 of them, and it's like I'm so high right now. Like they're so terrible for you.
That's so
Hey, nah, the cherry Coke Zeros too be hitting.
Dude, my boss, she drinks Diet Coke,
Mhm.
and she's in the worst mood in the world until she has Diet Coke, and then she tells everybody how much she loves them.
See, it's, good
like
then. It's a good
it's
thing.
heroin.
well, that's our
Dude,
whole
that's facts.
personality.
Dude,
That's-
Drinking Diet Coke.
Brian, dude, when I was still working at my old place,
Mhm.
we had that little vending corner there. He'd go grab 3 Diet Cokes, scan them, and he'd just be
Just tank
just
them.
in, like the last month I was there is like the first time I ever seen him start drinking water. Like I was a full believer. Like he was just
Well,
a
dude,
Diet Coke
what
fiend.
blows my mind is like, and you've said something about this too. Like you work with someone, and this has been many people. I will not see them drink a sip of water throughout an entire day,
No, they
That's
and
start,
that
wild.
blows my mind.
Fucking wild.
like the one dude start his morning, root beer, a Twinkie.
Nice,
Fuck
nice
yeah.
cold barks.
Come lunchtime, Pepsi, Slim Jim.
What, your old work?
Yeah.
My
like-
manager, he has one of those like wine cooler cups in the
Mhm.
freezer all the time, and then he has just coffee in the fridge that's cold. Like,
Mhm.
And he turns it into like a slushy because it's so cold, and that's all he drinks all day.
Slush
Just
coffee.
coffee
Let's go.
all day.
Yeah, that should lower your credit score. I'm gonna be for real.
Yeah, the thing is with that, it's like you're playing Russian roulette with your asshole when you like start your morning like that.
Oh, with
Dude,
coffee.
100%.
like- Good Lord,
100%.
Essentially, if you're gonna eat a Twinkie and root beer,
You,
like to start your day off, do you know like That's like
You
you're putting
deserve
battle
bad
scars
things
on your
to happen.
asshole.
You deserve bad
I wa-
things. to happen.
Yes.
I just want to live that life. Like, how
The-
bad is your life to where it's like, Twinkie, root beer, 7 a.m.
Well, I heard there's this one dude when I worked my old job.
I heard about him.
I heard about this guy. He was in West Virginia, and every morning, like for breakfast, would be one of the liters of Mountain Dew or Pepsi, and chicken strips and fries. He was a very large boy apparently, way bigger than me.
Could have guessed that.
Where does a
Yeah.
place even give you chicken strips and fries that early?
Don't worry about it.
I'm bringing it back to the Code Red. This guy
Okay.
in high school had a 2-liter of Code Red, and
you
it was
buy
like, it was like,
Yeah, I think you can get it.
I think it was going into 4th period of the day, and it was half done.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
Nice.
I'm like, and the guy walked. He
Nice warm Code Red.
walked like a penguin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people will walk with their feet like pointed outwards.
Oh, he's pigeon-toed.
Yeah, not pigeon-toed. The opposite of pigeon-toed.
Oh,
Well, like inward?
Not inward. Pigeon-toed's inward.
no, I thought pigeon-toed was outward.
Is it?
Either way.
What are you talking about?
Either way. Inward penis. Anyway, he would walk like that, and he's
Inverted wiener.
Yeah, that's how you get a
Crazy.
pussy right there. But he would drink that all the time, and I never understood why.
Yeah. A lot of kids at the trade school Lyric and I went to rep the
Mountain
the
Dew.
2 liters.
Well, no,
Yeah,
dude.
and
Well,
the
You're just a
Mountain Dews.
different breed if you like.
Drink a 2-liter.
Like, there's two type of characters at school. Motherfuckers that carry around the gallon of water, and
Yeah.
the motherfuckers that are carrying around 2 liters of
Well,
fucking
or
pop.
the 1 liters.
If
a
you
little bit slimmer.
if you say like
drinking Nos.
if you say like, oh, I saw this person drinking a 2 liter of Mountain Dew, you already get a picture
You know who
Oh,
it is.
of what they
100%.
look like.
Yeah,
100%.
Like you get a good
Automatically
visual.
have glasses
Well-
that are square and way too big for this.
So this is what blew my mind in like high school before trade school, and you would see, bitch comes in, liter of whatever pop,
Yeah.
hot Cheetos or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know they're wearing the
6:30 in
Cookie
the
Monster,
morning.
and they're wearing the Cookie Monster pajama
It had to
pants.
be
Yeah.
busted Uggs.
Yeah.
literally, you know, like when their
Yeah,
feet are
yeah,
like off
yeah.
to the side in their shoes.
Mama said you can walk forever in those shoes.
Johnny,
You can walk
Oh,
forever in those shoes and never get tired.
my feet hurt.
I bet those are real nice shoes. Oh my
Mama
god.
said I can do anything.
God, speaking of the 2 liters, Jason from Minnesota,
Yeah.
he posted a video. He's in National Guard, and they've dared this dude. It was a fresh, uncracked 2 liter of Coke, and he chugs this entire 2 liter.
Warm or cold?
What?
I didn't ask. I just slid up on the story, and I was like, dude's about to be pissing stones.
Yeah.
And he was like, wait for this next snap. Go to the next snap. Dude's literally like, dude, I feel so bad. And then they follow him, and he's literally like stumbling to the bathroom. Oh, slams open the door, and he's literally just a straight stream of Coke out his ass. Well, his
Out of his
mouth.
out.
Oh, I was like, what?
It already went.
That took a turn.
already went all the way through him.
That fast.
That's wild.
Go right through you.
Totally, Coke don't shit us too well.
Well, I know when I was a little kid, my uncle, remember it was a big thing, like Sprite and bananas or whatever? Do
Yeah,
you
like the
remember that?
challenge.
yeah.
Yeah. And he did that, literally just.
Have you done it?
I remember it.
Or the gallon milk challenge?
Yeah.
That's literally just like gorging your stomach.
Well, yeah.
Because your stomach can't, like, physically fit.
I
Maybe
was-
maybe yours can't.
I think it was my sister's birthday,
Loser.
and she had a 2-liter Mountain Dew,
Yep.
and they dared me to drink it. And I was a freshman at the time, and they were sophomore, junior, or something. And I'm like, these old high school kids, I want to fit in, be cool, I'm gonna chug
course.
this. Of course, I fucking yak everywhere.
Good. Never did it again,
Everywhere.
huh?
Never did it again. Went straight up to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Fell
Yep.
asleep.
In the 5th grade.
Uh-oh.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
It was Easter time,
Yeah.
and y'all like Peeps. You know, like the Peep marshmallow.
Fuck
I
those
don't be
things.
fucking with people.
No,
Nobody
I-
fucks with
I don't
Peeps
fuck
but
with
me.
Peeps.
My mom fucks with them. She lets
Yeah.
them get stale.
That's what-
it's
dude,
the
Greg does
fucking-
the same
It's
thing.
the best.
Weirdos.
It's
dude.
the
What?
best.
There's two kinds of
They,
people.
they,
in this world.
sorry to cut you off, but they reached out of their holiday. They make like Halloween
Yes.
peeps now.
Yeah.
Yes.
They need to stay in their
All
lane.
year
Unethical.
Mm.
All year
Unethical.
round, they do it.
All year round, baby.
Fuck you, peeps. Continue your
Fuck your
story.
Do not
sponsorship.
endorse this comment.
They'll
I
sponsor his podcast.
I brought Peeps for lunch. Like a fucking like 16
Just
tray
Peeps.
of Peeps.
That's
and
it.
I was so hyped up. I told my teachers like, this is what I'm having for lunch. So this is my lunch. And they were just like
That was it.
like those
though,
little
like nothing
autistic
else.
kids coming into school with like Peeps and like, okay, we're just gonna let them. Okay, whatever.
That was
Like,
all
no
you
one.
had.
No one said no. It was just like, this is what I'm having for lunch.
Oh, we're not stopping the kid.
Yeah,
You didn't have anything else, just the Peeps.
just the Peeps. Fucking threw up all over the
I was
cafeteria.
about to say you probably ate every single one of them.
It was so great.
I-
It came out like yellow foam.
So,
so bad.
If you could go back, would you do it again?
Absolutely, I'll do it right now.
I'm glad you said that. Bring out the Peeps.
Dude, I don't know. I never got behind Peeps personally.
I'm not a
They ain't good.
peep man,
No.
It's like the Arby's of candy.
Yeah, you're right.
dude. I had Arby's the other day. Don't dog on it. It's
Dude,
actually
I
Dude, they have a
was
good
actually
ass
garbage.
chicken sandwich.
Garbage.
Their chicken sandwich.
Arby's
is
got
good.
says the one who
good
likes
shit.
Peeps.
Bro,
Come
yeah,
on now.
slap, bro.
No,
That's
no, no.
sugar.
You can't diss Peeps because they came out with the Queepa Peeps. The
The what?
Minecraft
Oh.
Queepa.
Dude, nuh-uh.
I take it back.
Yeah.
I take it back.
So I peeps.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Peeps are like.
They're-
Why is Easter candy? Is like it's just chocolate and Peeps. There's nothing else, right?
Oh, jelly beans.
Yeah.
Eh.
I feel like that's
Fuck jelly beans.
that's.
though.
I know I don't fuck with jelly beans either.
No, okay.
You
I
fuck
would.
with
No,
you
there's
look
okay.
like-
Okay, if you're talking like OG jelly beans, there's like a select few flavors.
The green one and the
Oh,
red
dude,
one.
Those are terrible.
And if I
Yeah, they are.
motherfucker be at my grandma's, be like picking out the
Oh, my
black
God.
licorice ones, be like,
like throwing it.
Oh man.
and I'd be like, you disgust the shit out of me.
I'll tell you what.
But like
is-
the Starburst and like,
Ooh,
those-
dude, those
yeah,
are
those-
kind of good.
Okay,
Those are
yeah.
good.
Yeah, those
That's
are
what I'm
good.
saying. Yes,
Sweet tart gummies.
Yeah.
but I
Ooh,
I
yeah,
agree. Like chocolate and Peeps, and then like they have like that weird combo of like chocolate covered marshmallow, and it tastes just like plastic.
Yeah, I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking
And-
about.
and the
And
thing-
it comes in the corn eggs.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
and the thing is, okay, and also the Cadbury eggs.
Those are good.
Fuck them.
No,
those
okay,
are good.
No.
they're okay. I can eat one.
Yeah,
Just
that's
one
it. Yeah,
the
They're,
day.
it
they're
gets the cavities going for sure.
Oh, it aches. It aches.
yes,
But
they
like,
have caramel ones though.
and then also with like
Ooh.
Yeah,
the
those go hard.
chocolate,
The
the
Dude, the
chocolate
caramel
one-
ones actually
yeah.
might be
the
pretty
Easter
good.
chocolate is like
The little eggs.
bottom of the barrel chocolate.
The little eggs,
like,
like straight chocolate.
Well, you
They're
ever
horrible.
got an Easter bunny and it's completely hollow?
Well, yeah,
Those
but
horrible.
It doesn't.
You know what's
terrible.
good though?
it's not even that it's hollow. It's just that the chocolate is shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Whoa, yeah.
Low grade chocolate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's good as fuck though.
It tastes like Diet Coke.
Facts.
Easter time, Reese's does the bunnies,
Oh yeah.
like the big bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
But peanut butter in the middle, shit. Those are
Love it.
those are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love me some Weezy cups.
For Christmas time, they came out with.
on your dick, let your dog leg off.
I love it.
What?
All right, for our next segment, we're gonna get Gizmo down here and a jar of Jif. So
Come on, bring them out.
Gizmo is the best animal.
I'm glad someone said it.
We all knew it though.
Oh yeah.
Just fat.
It's just a given here.
Oh,
Gizmo.
Gizmo's
Gizmo,
cool.
yeah.
Little fat ass.
he a thick
old
boy.
I love that dude.
He a good old boy.
God, man. Top tier candy. Like, what's your top tier candy? I'll tell you mine.
It used to be sour Skittles
Oh, you can't.
No.
until
No.
we can't eat them no
What
more.
No.
what are the ropes
They
that
gotta-
have the filling?
They found out
Sweet
it's
Sweet
got
tart ropes,
Those are fire.
they found out this got like some
cancerous causing
cancer
chemicals.
yeah
in it.
cancer causing
And
chemical.
Starburst, and
I
something
still
else.
be
Yeah.
munching.
Well,
on
apparently-
Starburst.
You know, Skittles. You know, and the FDA is kind of.
I'll take a. I'll
Yeah.
take a.
You got
settlement
1
check.
gram less that they'll kill you instantly. It's good to sell to the
Well, that-
public.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
and,
that's,
and Skittles was like, hey,
Like Adderall.
FDA says it's fine.
that's literally they came out and they were like everything's regulated very closely by FDA, yada yada.
But also the FDA be like, you got like 8 grams of rat shit in that cereal.
Perfect.
Roll out the mini wheats.
Literally. Dude, that's how it was. I ain't gonna name drop, but I worked at a food processing place
Mm-hmm.
and I saw roaches all over, dude. It was a frozen food.
What kills me is because I used to tear those up
Yeah,
too.
and like we all tore them up. Probably still
Yeah.
do
Still to this day.
What?
No,
And then-
a frozen food.
Eat 'em up. Yeah, frozen.
But-
food. It's just easy.
Oh yeah.
Well, but that place was not very clean, and it's a very well known place, very well known brand.
You know
that's
who
all I'm
you
gonna
are.
say. Yeah, you know.
Marie
you
calendars.
were. I was there.
Don't ever diss Marie.
Hey, Austin, do you mind giving me a beer, please?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Give him that astronaut food in there.
Oh, why don't you taste?
Oh, if you don't mind,
let's
yeah,
do
give
a
me
taste
that.
test.
Why don't you get you a little swallow of that?
Yeah, get you a swallow of the
Get your
astronaut
word.
food.
A little swallow of that, Willie.
Urban Artifact.
So this is 15%. Tasty.
Oh yeah.
Now,
This is $30 for a 4-pack. Look at that
Yeah.
itty bitty ass can. Try it, Isaiah.
I don't like it.
I've tried it.
now have you ever had the like another batch of the space food or the
That's-
astronaut
I think
food?
it's the first he's probably ever tried. With how bad Austin.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, dude, this is a bad batch this year.
Well, yeah, because yeah, that's fine.
Well, we're gonna let it sit there and base
Tastes
her
like
for a little
vinegar.
bit.
Tastes like vinegar, right? Yeah.
It tastes better room temp.
Urban Artifact.
Tastes better.
I love Urban Artifact.
Oh, one of my favorite.
but
that shit
dude,
up.
they
Fumble
fucked that
the
batch
bag.
up.
Yeah,
they do
I
once
feel-
a year, limited run. Last year was amazing.
I feel like there was
This
just like
year's
an
horrible.
employee that was like getting canned, and he was like, you know what?
Fuck these
I
guys.
got 5 gallons of white vinegar. Fuck you.
Yeah, and each 4-pack.
Literally.
dude. I don't know what they did, but
Man,
I'm trying to put like a similar taste. On
you
that.
can't.
red wine vinegar
Sweaty taint.
Like,
or
Sweaty
that.
ball sacks and
Some taste kind of fuck, guys.
which one tastes worse?
I'd say that.
You know. What?
Huh?
That's a book traveling up. You hear it?
Traveling.
I didn't hear shit.
What you know, Hunter?
Oh, so like with this new job, like you know how like your parents always used to listen to like those morning talk shows on the radio.
Oh yeah.
FM radio.
Like Bob and Tom.
Not 1027.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid
Well,
Chris
like
show.
like right before, like
I
there,
listen to that
there's
shit all
a
the time.
certain time frame where it's literally like you get one song and it's like 5 fucking hours of just talk shows.
I love it though.
Well, I hated it back in the day,
Mhm.
and now this new job, like you'll be driving and the talk shows, and there's so much information,
Oh yeah.
and it's like what were they were talking about one day, and apparently like guys age like 3 years faster than girls do.
What do you mean?
Well,
Like a girl is say 20,
Say you're both born
same
day.
time. You always look 3 years older.
Like no, like your body ages 3 years faster.
Oh, I believe it. 100%.
So like,
That's why men
we should
don't
change
live
these
longer.
laws so like you know
that makes sense.
21 should come at what is that 18?
Are you saying we should change the age of consent to 15?
I think that's what he's
I'm
getting
glad
to,
you
yeah.
just kicked the door open for my next gateway.
Yeah, but no, dude. There is a lot of shit. What do you listen to? Which one? 1027?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's the number one.
Are
Well,
you guys
that's
not
just
able to like
Cincinnati's,
hook up your
but
phones or anything?
There's certain ones like certain.
It depends on the van, but
Mm.
I'm fine with it. Honestly,
Yeah.
listen to that. But once, say you have to drive 2.5 hours one way, you're gonna lose it. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna lose that station.
Yeah.
But
But like there's just so much shit like they talk about.
yeah,
And
like
it's actually
random
good-
shit going on.
Like and apparently this year like it was like there was like a good percent like they brought up, I can't remember the percent, but they're like so much percent of Americans aren't going to do this like this Thanksgiving, and it's like they're canceling Thanksgiving completely because like expenses, like to save money because everything's so expensive right now.
Inflation. I remember. I just heard them. They were talking about like Christmas, and they're like, "I feel bad, you know, like with inflation. I'm sure that's gonna, you know, affect families on Christmas."
Let
and
me
stuff like
catch
that.
my parents trying to fucking cancel Thanksgiving.
I have a question for
Dude,
y'all.
facts.
What?
Since we're all kind of getting to the age where we're conducting ourselves more in an adult manner.
Yeah.
At least we're speaking of like just listening to talk radio or some shit.
Yeah.
Y'all ever wonder? They like kind of get this thing in the zeitgeist where they'll say, "Oh, things are worse now than they've ever been," or "This is a problem, like it's some sort of new problem."
Yeah.
And do you guys think it's always been this way? And just because we're young and we're like experiencing it for the first time, like kind of having that understanding of talking like inflation or like economic crashes or like just world events going on?
100%, because I saw a thing actually, and you know, like right now with people are like, we can't get people to work.
Mm.
And I seen this article the other day, and it posted like from newspaper ads from like each decade,
Mm.
and it was the same thing. Like we can't have like no one's working, and then
Correct.
like no one's working. So like I feel like it's just like history repeats itself.
It's the
kinda
same,
deal.
yeah, and like that's what I'm curious because I just think you don't have that perspective,
Yeah.
and you never think back on like the way things were talked about even 6 months ago
Yeah.
or a couple years
Yeah.
ago, and in your 15 years down the road, like when we're 5 years old and we're sitting there and
Watching
we're watching Lion King or whatever the fuck, and on the news they'll be talking about some shit, but we don't have the mental capacity to process any of that,
Yeah, 100%.
and it's like it's just the same shit over and over again.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Well, like,
Yeah, but yeah.
well, like what, 2008 or something, like there was a big crash.
Yeah.
Then. And like,
Housing market crash.
yeah, like I'm sure back then they were like, it's the worst it's ever been. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
and then obviously we.
Sorry to cut you off,
No, you're
but
fine.
the one thing though is with like inflation. Remember you were talking, you read about it when
Oh, like the
like
pay,
the Great Depression, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So
It wa-
like we're making less on paper now
mm-hmm.
than like they were making back then.
I,
Like it's worse now.
I came across a $5 bill from 1969. So it's like
Great
what?
year, by the way.
Great
Yeah.
year.
My favorite year.
And I was just like looking it up because it was like in good shape, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, I wonder if this is like worth anything, because like this bill's, 50 years old or whatever, and just like looking that up and coming across on Google and stuff and just like getting information on it. $5 in 1969 had the purchasing power of $40 today.
Damn.
See, and that's the crazy.
It's hard to wrap your head around it to really understand like
Well, that's what I was talking about. Like
how money fluctuates.
$15 an hour today was $30 an hour. Like back in my
70s?
yeah.
Well, wages never keep up with the price of goods.
No.
Oh no,
That
I mean like
includes
what?
his, like,
Still
houses
minimum
and-
wage is still at like what, 7 something?
Yeah, like
National minimum wage is still $7.25.
Like that's insane.
Like I know around here, I think it's like $8.70.
But still, like
Yeah,
I'd like to
that
see
ain't
someone
shit.
work 40 hours a week, $8.70 an hour.
That's literally you're making less than 20 grand a year.
Oh,
if you
yeah.
work 40 hours a week
Yeah.
all year. Imagine trying to live off of that, dude.
Yeah,
And there's like
nothing but Vienna sausages and crackers. I'm telling you
Yeah,
what.
yeah,
they're
right.
pushing
You're getting
it.
the off-brand Vienna sausages, like
You're
Kroger
pushing
brand.
it, dude. I don't know. World's crazy. That's all I know.
Good times.
It just blows my mind though. Like, granted, this is like 30s, 40s, but like me, I could go work the steel mill, have 10 kids, buy a house,
Oh, yeah.
take care of 10 kids,
Yeah,
take
but-
care of a stay-at-home wife, buy new cars.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Mhm.
I brought this up in another podcast. My grandma showed me her like the paperwork from her purchasing a brand new. I think it was like a 67 or 57. I can't remember the year. It was brand new for the time. Chevy, $2,600. Finalized.
about that.
$2,600.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, like I don't know
What that
like
would be today.
price today, but still, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure it was
They
obviously a lot back then, but
They go to the dealership, pick up the 86 square body,
Oh,
Well, that-
shit.
$4,000 out the door.
and
they're
I
like,
feel
that's
like
a steal.
and I feel like corporate greed now is insane. Like
definitely.
obviously, like inflation, like they have to up prices, but obviously we brought this up last.
Yes, I was about to say
but
that's bullshit.
I think they up it so much where it's just
It's stupid because
gorge pricing.
like a big one is like, like the big ones, stores and stuff like that. Their profit margins are, literally skyrocketing.
Mm.
And then like
It's
their
so-
profits are in COVID, like
Yeah.
certain, like
Some
Amazon and
inside
shit.
info.
Hmm. And then you look at Arizona sweet tea, still 99 cents, and their
brought-
profits are
Yeah,
still
we
going
brought-
up. Their profits are still going up.
So
They didn't have to change nothing.
I had a place I used to work at. I'm not gonna name names, but
A cool place.
yeah, cool place. We had shoes, and say a pair of shoes was $150.
Yeah.
Okay.
14 cents to make them.
Yeah, a little
Like,
Chinese
so
kid.
Yeah.
We
Busting
we had
ass.
this. It was a new thing they introduced after.
They did a
COVID.
damn
close
good job,
guys
though.
there.
They made damn good shoes.
And it was it's sim pricing. So if a shoe was damaged, like if it had a scratch on it, we could sim it
Yeah.
down to lower pricings. If it was under $150, that shoe went down to $5.
What?
What?
Yes,
And that's still a profit margin, though.
that
Think
they're
about
still
that.
making money on
Yeah.
that $5
100%.
because they wouldn't be doing that.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
All
I'd
the
literally
way-
go in there, like, yeah, these have a scratch on them, buddy. So
Like, It's insane.
But the thing is, too, with those, why couldn't you? What they come up to like, hey, these have a scratch. Well, we got a new pair in the back.
So you had to do it. It was a 3-week process to get it the cheapest. So it'd go down.
I'm just gonna pay them. Pay the money.
But like, as an employee, oh, that one's broken. Oops.
Hmm.
Like, I
Oh,
got
yeah.
a $700 leather jacket for $30,
There you go.
and they still made money on that.
Corporate greed.
Mm.
Well, it's literally just the name at that point, like Gucci. Like,
Well, it comes down to like processing and like how much do they need to sell it for to make a profit? Because literally everything that's produced, pennies to make.
well, yeah,
Like clothing, like article wise,
a shirt, couple cents.
like this shirt was probably literally like
Maybe a
half
dollar.
a penny,
yeah,
and then they sell it for like 20, 25.
yeah. I don't know. Flood these places.
That's how everything works though. Like
Well, yeah.
if say like Kohl's, you know, you go to Kohl's or whatever, and they have all types of brands and stuff. You know, like Polo or
Mhm.
Tommy.
And they got
and,
all
you
the
know,
deals.
anything like that. Yeah. And what ends up happening is that the original manufacturers, they have their bottom line. They make it for, you know, a couple cents or whatever it is, you know. But you're paying for that. You're paying for the brand and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
but what ends up happening, that's how all businesses work.
Yeah.
They send product to, you know, wholesalers,
Yep.
and then that's how they make their profits, by cranking up the price on what they paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just,
because we buy through a middleman for everything.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
That's all it is. You know what I heard though, which is kind of crazy. So say you go to like TJ Maxx or something like that. People say that's not like real, like Nike or something. Like it's purposely made with like not as much quality.
It's
or-
like made a different way.
Yeah,
It's
that's what I've
still
heard.
100% real and still like the brand,
Mm.
but it's like overstock in like
Little flaws.
like
and
little
shit.
flaws.
Yeah,
Like the Nike
that's what I've
symbol is
heard.
a little crooked.
Well,
Or stuff like that.
There's
Mhm.
like
Little
a
stuff.
That's
a,
what I-
a
that's what I
website
thought.
with
Yeah.
Carhartt. I
Mhm.
forget the website, but it's like a website specifically for all their shit that like
Fucked up.
It's like that, like
Mm.
logo sideways or like
Little stuff.
yeah, like the sewing pattern got off, and then they literally sell it for like
Pennies.
yeah,
couple
literally like
bucks,
half
yeah.
off of it. It's insane.
Dude, I'd much rather pick up that shit.
Oh
And
yeah.
then
I guess
also-
I'm just cheap. Or
And
what,
also
but-
like there's a lot of brands out there. Like I think Ray-Ban was one of them,
yeah.
where it was like it's like one of the things where like they just get sent the glasses, stamp Ray-Ban on them, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And you can literally like
100%.
look up the distributor and like buy the same exact glasses without the branding on it for like
No,
$7.
like, yeah, $5 or something.
Something I've noticed, you know how like we were talking about like paying for the brand. Okay, so Fossil watch is like $60.
Yeah.
Okay, a Michael Kors watch, $200-$300.
Yeah.
We make, well, Fossil makes the Michael Kors watches.
Really?
The inside of the watch is the exact same.
Okay.
The exact same. The workings and
So
everything.
pay the cheap.
So basically,
cheaper one.
you're paying for the name.
Paying for the name. That's literally all
Paying
you're
for
doing.
the name.
Like some stuff, yeah, it's nicer, but like still, it's not going to be outrageous.
That's
Well-
the name of the game.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever buy a pair of Ray-Bans that are too fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah.
I got a pair of Shady Rays,
That's all you need.
$30. They were
You
placing
ever-
for free.
Shady ways.
Yeah.
you ever like you ever buy something that's not like name brand, or it's like specific, like you have a cheap pair of sunglasses, like, do you know how much differently you treat them?
Oh
I
yeah.
treat 'em-
because-
Definitely.
treat 'em like shit.
Like obviously it's a price thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to treat them nicer, but like why do we do that? Like if I go to like a thrift store or something and I pick something up, it's just like I know if I buy like a hoodie or a t-shirt, it's like, oh, this t-shirt is now designated for lounging around the house, or
Yeah.
like this is a work shirt. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
100%.
Well,
Fuck it.
Well,
yeah.
I think with like with items like that, like name brand shit,
It's like a status thing.
well, not like that. Like if I buy something like brand new, like Nike or like a Carhartt, I'm like, I want to get a good wear out of this.
Yeah.
And then once it hits like a certain point, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck about it.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
You know what blows my mind? I think we've talked about this before. Is like, dude, when I was little, straight Walmart clothes. Like, you know what I mean? Champion and shit. I
Champion
got
at Walmart.
clowned for wearing Champion to school.
Oh, now's a shit.
now look at motherfuckers wearing
Crocs was at
Fila.
Walmart.
shit like that.
I hate them both.
I still hate that feel is like
Those
some
shoes.
luxury brand now.
Those.
Yeah, dude.
and the
Polo's at Walmart now.
Yeah,
let
Is
me
it?
catch you wearing the lemon pepper stepper feelos.
dude.
I wish.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. The all white ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
With the shark
Goofy
teeth
ass-
on the bottom.
Goofy ass looking shoes.
I
But
think
I
they're
got
pretty sweet.
clowned on for wearing Champion and Fila.
I did too.
And then-
Y'all ever wear
Yeah, and
what was it? What's the brand with like the rhino on it? Echo.
Echo Unlimited.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Dude, that was like
Foot Locker, baby.
no, that
Mhm.
that
Yes,
was
sir.
actually like the shit back in the day though.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that was like the
Dude,
Uh,
DC's.
what's
Rockstar
those
DCs.
what's those shirts that everyone wears?
You gotta be a little
American
more specific.
Fighter. Dude, Echo Unlimited was the American Fighter
That's
back
so
in
true.
the day. Swear to God. That was the
Um,
shit back in the day.
Y'all know, of course you probably remember him, but Chad Johnson, wide receiver,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Chad Ochocinco, dude.
Yeah.
Change his name legally
Sorry.
to match his number.
Sorry.
It doesn't even say
Dead
85,
named
but
him. He would buy like fake Gucci and shit.
Oh, well,
he's
Yeah.
very cheap.
have you
Yeah,
seen like
save him,
yeah?
man.
He lived in like the facility or something for
Yeah.
like 2 years.
Uh-huh.
He's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
literally was watching an interview the other day about him, and like there was a thing like his grandma taught him like this remedy for like healing injuries, like to bathe in other people's like urine. And he,
Oh
and,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
he
He
like
did
his
it.
his teammates would like
Piss.
lend their piss to him to bathe in for his injuries.
Mhm.
And then like there was a thing
What the fuck?
when he takes a woman out on a date,
Yep.
he would carry a card or a deck of Uno cards, and they would play,
And then
and whoever lost had to pay for dinner.
yeah,
Nice.
took a woman out to dinner.
And his favorite restaurant, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
His meal, a number one, Big Mac, no onions.
He eats
Coke,
McDonald's.
no ice.
He eats McDonald's every single day.
Yeah.
What?
Every single day. You see the physique of that man too.
How's
He's the Donald Trump of the NFL, dude. Eat
He
McDonald's every day.
dude, he literally
Bro, if he
best
played
shape of his life.
if he
Eats
played
McDonald's every day.
today, he would literally be like the star of the NFL. Like
He was great.
oh,
but
yeah.
he was such a character.
That's the thing. Like,
that's
dude,
what made him.
there was
stand out
one
so
game
much.
when he forgot to eat during halftime, and he literally had a whiteboard, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Will someone please buy me a hot dog?" And he like was holding it like this, and like
Yeah.
some dude bought him 2 hot dogs, and then he got fined like
Yeah.
$20,000 for it.
for
Yeah.
2 dogs?
Yeah, because I
Eating
don't.
them out- they're- yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unprofessional. But then
They
he
get
the
fined so much.
NFL though today is so much. It's
way more lenient. Yeah. Well, he also after they got the hot dogs, he was like, "Thank you, you are now my friend" on the
Yeah.
whiteboard.
We are now friends.
Yeah. But
That's
yeah,
cool, though.
he was a character. That's why I don't know. He was very well known.
Yeah.
All right, I have
Obviously
a
very
few
good
questions
too.
for y'all.
Okay.
Let's hear him.
I'm gonna plug my podcast right here, right now.
Yes, sir.
I
Do
do a
it.
podcast with my friend.
I cut
Alex.
it out in post.
Do you actually do? I thought that you were joking. You
No,
actually do
I
a
do a
podcast?
podcast.
No
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
does.
What is it?
Two
brew-
dudes, brews and reviews.
Yep.
So we do either an album or a film of choice between either of us. We take our turns back and forth. But speaking of that, since I love films, I wanted to ask y'all, do you have a favorite film?
Favorite? Oh,
Yeah.
do I got a favorite film?
Yes.
Yeah. What is your
Thank you.
favorite, Presley? Because you're kind of a movie guy.
This is a
aren't
classic, all right?
you? Yeah.
I think it was the 2004
Okay.
Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed. That's a classic. I
Why do
love
you
it.
why do you love it so much?
I don't know. Brings back good memories.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and Velma in that, dude?
Dude, Velma go hard.
Man.
Velma over Daphne all day.
That is your.
Oh.
That's your number one movie.
It's a comfort movie for sure.
Okay.
one where she's in like the latex?
Yeah. And then she's like,
Yeah.
who's your
Ooh.
mommy? He's like, my mommy?
You.
Yeah. I love that movie.
How about you?
Man, that's a hard one. I'd like to say Interstellar.
That's a.
Ooh, that's a
it's
good one.
it's such a great film, but like
It's a mind twister.
I feel like that's such like a picked movie.
Yeah.
That's why I
It's all right. It's my favorite, at least by Nolan, the director.
yeah,
Mm.
100%. Or what's that? End of Watch.
End of Watch.
I love.
never
that.
seen that.
I love that movie. Which is it's
Roger liked that one.
yes. It's very cool because like they purposely did like a small thing with a very small budget to do exactly how they wanted to do the film.
It's got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal and
Can't remember the other guy's name.
he plays in Marvel. I don't know his name, but dude, the character development between the two is so good.
I never got to see that movie. Y'all ever have a thing where you want to go watch a movie and you'll tell your parents about it, but it's like rated R and
Yeah.
you're too young and you can't go watch it? For some reason, I got my grandparents to take me to see that movie, and I was maybe like, I don't know, whenever it came out. I'm not sure what the year on it. I was probably like maybe 13, 14 when it came out or something like that. Early, young kid. And we had to like get up out of the theater and walk out. Like they were like, we can't let him watch this shit. Because I think like the first,
It have boobies in it.
yeah, I think like the first like 15 minutes they like go into like some sort of crack house or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I had to leave on that one.
Oh, and there was also a really good one I just watched. Only the Brave. Have you ever seen that?
I don't think so.
It's based off a true story about I don't know, the forest firefighters,
Mm-hmm.
and it's they start out, I forget what they're called, but then like the top dogs are called like hot shots, and then like the small department becomes these hot shots for this area, and it's, if you guys need to watch it. It's such a good film.
I think I've seen
It has the, I forget his name, the dude that plays Thanos, and
Josh
then,
Brolin.
and then Miles Teller in it.
Okay, that sounds
It is
really
a
good actually.
fantastic film, dude.
Both great actors. Lyric.
I'm not a movie person.
No, he's not. His top would be
But, like-
Talladega Nights or something.
But
That is a great
there's
movie.
nothing
Is
wrong
a
with
good
that.
one.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with not being a movie
No, I'm
person.
trying to
Everybody has a
think.
movie they like though.
Super bad.
Super
it's a
Bad?
great
Hey,
one.
classic.
Super
There's
Bad.
nothing
Ooh,
wrong
we
with
tripped
that.
Did we?
Yeah, with Sean.
Oh yeah. I
It's a
remember
good
that.
time.
Yeah, that's
great
such
movie.
a good movie. I was so upset because I wanted to watch it again, and they took it off of Netflix.
Of course they did.
Mm.
So I'm
course
trying to watch it again.
Of course they did. Did you watch Green Mile yet?
No, they took it off Netflix.
You
Green
seen-
Mile, dude.
You seen Green Mile?
You've never seen that?
No, I
That
want
is-
to watch it.
He's
though.
afraid of the dark.
That is like one of the
Damn.
best.
It's
It-
it's
I think it's on,
heartbreaking,
like,
but it's
HBO
so
right now
good.
or
It is.
something.
I just watched it actually.
Well, someone needs to give me HBO.
I gave you my HBO, stupid.
Oh yeah, I actually.
No, you didn't.
have
That's allegedly.
Kinsey's mom's.
Yeah.
That's what it
You
is.
watched-
I didn't have to use it.
You watched the regular show movie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wasn't bad.
Lyric, do you mind passing the mic to young Isaiah here?
Hello.
Isaiah's a movie guy.
Very movie guy.
Do you have a favorite film?
That's a tough one.
Okay, give me a top
Very
three.
tough one. Top three. Okay, Marriage Story is 100% up there.
That's a good movie.
You gotta keep it.
All right. Can't.
It's a tough one to watch for
It is
sure.
a tough one.
It
to watch.
a tough
is.
one.
It is.
Haven't seen it yet.
It makes you feel like shit.
It does make you
Mm.
feel like shit.
100%.
Like
100%.
shit. A
A
lot.
lot of it.
It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix made movie.
It's
Okay.
really really good.
What's it called?
Marriage Story.
Adam Driver and
Driver.
Scarlett
Yep.
Johansson.
Was it just like a hit life kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
It's about they get a divorce.
And it's just real, just like down to earth, like exactly what you would probably experience going through.
Two great performances
Dude,
by
oh.
both actors.
Yeah.
Did you know Adam Driver was in the Marines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So what he does in the Marines, he goes around and he will do plays
Mhm.
for the Marines and like actually like have them perform in the plays as
Mm.
well, and like
He went
bring
to-
actors and stuff in, and it's very interesting what he does. For
He
the
went
Marines.
to Juilliard after he got out of the Marines. Like it's like the most prestigious acting school.
Where's that at?
I think it's in New York. I
Huh.
think it's like very prestigious for
It's
like
probably really fucking tough
like
to get
acting and music, I believe.
in. It's probably pretty tough to get in.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, has to be.
I almost think like most great actors have been there. Like I think Timothy Chalamet, he's like kind of like our George Clooney of our generation. Like or like Brad Pitt or Leo. You know, they start young and they get like
Mm.
these big roles and shit. Besides Marriage Story, what else? Pick a weird one.
A weird one. I mean, like I know you've seen King,
The King
The King,
with Timothy
with
Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet, and then like
It's my favorite period piece.
like these are all like in my top 10, but like Shutter Island's like a mind fuck
Mhm.
Great
the
one.
whole way through. And if you ever get the chance to watch it twice, like kind of back to back,
Mhm.
you'll know why it's such a great movie.
It's one of those movies where you appreciate it the first time, and then it just gets better with age and
It
rewatches.
gets better
Yeah,
every
100%.
time you rewatch it.
because you realize the mind fucks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like certain things you,
You
didn't.
pick up on things.
Yeah, 100%. Like you were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, it's such a great performance by Leo. Like,
Mhm.
just when he found out, like, he sees his kids are dead.
Well,
Like, it's just gotta be tough for an actor to see these not these fake kids, but these kids that are completely unrelated to you, and you go into this, like, deep sob about how they're dead. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just
I
it's
know
insane performance.
Like, I'm in a animation performance class, and we're pretty much acting. So,
Yeah.
and it's like, it's nuts because you'll sit down and read a script, and like you can't help but read it. Like you're reading,
Mm-hmm.
you're reading it, and once you start moving and like adding your body into it, it just like changes the game. And it was a lot easier for me to move around and do my scripts than it was to sit there and do them.
Mm.
But yeah, that Leo, like doing that that part was just, it's nuts because he knows that he's Andrew the guy. He
Yeah.
knows he's a psychopath, but he has to act within acting.
Yeah, it's
Which-
they get very comfortable in the shoes of whatever the role they're playing.
Yeah.
And when an actor goes through a performance like that, that's what they think about. You know, it's their job. They keep that in their head all day long. And so they have to like empathize with whatever character they're playing. And sometimes it's hard because they have to discover what that is, because it's just words on a paper and they know that their name is attached to whatever character they're playing. So they have to like figure that out.
yeah, and like interpret it.
Mhm.
Hot take, real quick.
Go for it.
Leo. There's so many other movies he should have got an Oscar for other than
The Revenant.
Django?
I'm gonna be for real with you.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of that movie.
No.
What,
The
Django?
Revenant.
Oh,
Oh,
The Revenant.
Revenant.
Revenant?
Yeah.
Revenant.
Oh, Revenant. Okay.
I wasn't the biggest fan of that. I don't.
I liked it.
The reason why
It
he
wasn't
won
bad, but like for Oscar, I like like so many more movies. I
Oh,
feel like
I know what you mean.
He
Oh,
just
okay,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
shines so much more
Yeah,
in so
well,
other
100%.
like movies that should have.
The reason why he won it is because he was alone for 95% of the movie.
Was he?
I think so, yeah.
A majority of that.
It's
film.
like
The majority of the
one-man
time he
show.
was
Yeah.
alone.
No
and he
shit.
drove that movie. It was
which I
literally
could see
his
that
movie.
aspect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, him in the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Classic.
Because I just watched that like
Mhm.
maybe
For the
months
first time?
Yes, and it made my top 10 list. He was just
He never disappoints.
no.
He
No.
kills roles. Honestly.
He's terrible in Gangs of New York.
I've never seen
It's
that.
got Daniel Day-Lewis in it and Cameron Diaz. He's not great in that. That's also Daniel Day-Lewis, if you know who that is. Like
Yeah.
There With Blood or like Lincoln or whatever the fuck. He's great, but it's not good.
Really.
It's not great for at least Leo.
Is it just the movie in a whole, or is it just like his aspect of that role?
The movie's not terrible, but it's also just
He didn't perform that well.
it kind of like drags the film a little bit.
Well, 1 out of 100
Yeah,
films. I
he'd be
think
alright.
that ain't a bad.
Nah,
Ain't bad.
he's good in most things.
Yeah.
I feel like he's like, a lot of people give him a lot of shit for no reason.
He's
They're like, "Oh, you like Leo movies?" Like,
Well,
Well,
at least from what I noticed.
what's that on-rain joke with him and his girlfriends? Like anyone past the age of 25 or something?
Mhm.
That kills me.
It's very real.
Dude,
Oh,
100%.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
what his like most recent girlfriend just had her like 26th birthday, and then like literally like they broke up.
Hit the door, baby. You're
Like
gone.
The second he turns 26.
It's like,
Outta
hope
here.
you have a great 26th birthday and the rest of life. Deuces.
I'm out.
Those girls know what they're signing up for.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah.
It's on the resume.
Yeah, he literally makes you
Wanna know
fill
that-
out the application.
Fun fact about actors:
I'd love it.
extremely insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I believe
Like
it.
Yeah.
Leo, extremely insecure.
Well, yeah, it
Well,
kind of makes sense.
I'm
Because
sure,
why
like,
why would they drive to go and play a different person than
Mm-hmm.
themselves? Like that's what they
Well,
are extremely insecure.
I also feel like that area of business does not also help.
Hollywood.
100%.
Yeah, it's a rejection business.
Hollywood is just like,
You either in or you're out.
it's so crazy.
You either get the role or you don't.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Like over COVID, so there's a strike that almost happened. It's like
Wasn't that like the writer's strike or some shit?
that was a while ago. I think in 2018 was a writer's strike. That was over because the writers weren't getting any money. Like if they sold a Thanos doll, the writers weren't getting any of that, and they wanted some of it. So you know what they got? I think they got like 0.2% of 8% of the sales. So like pennies,
Yeah.
like nothing. But so there's a strike, IoT strike. It's like pretty much everyone, like the security, the food people, makeup, hair, lights, camera. They were going to go on strike because Netflix was working them through COVID. Long hours. They did not have like a turnaround because actors have, okay, I work a 12-hour day or a certain amount of hours. I get like 3-4 days off. People in IoT did not get any of that. So they said, we're going to go on strike. And Netflix said, all right, you're coming in on the weekend and we're going to finish everything over the weekend. And they were going to go on strike that Monday. So, yeah. Netflix, not a great company.
Oh yeah.
To go back around the table, since I also do music as well on the podcast, favorite bands
Favorite bands? Shoot.
or an artist? What do you keep in heavy rotation?
Heavy rotation.
Divine Feminine, Mac Miller,
Mm-hmm.
great one.
Yeah, it can be albums, whatever. Are you an album listener, or do you listen to single songs?
It just depends.
Mhm.
Just depends.
100%. Like full albums recently, 49 Winchester. 100%.
Definitely.
That's also my favorite band right now.
100%.
100% 49 Winchester.
I'm not familiar with them.
They're like
They're
a
newer.
country folky
Mhm.
kind of deal. Phenomenal.
Very good.
He's got good vocals on him.
Oh, dude.
He's got some pipes.
Is it made
He's
up
got some
more of
pipes.
like classic instruments, like not like heavily pop influenced or anything like
No,
that? It's
no,
like
no,
more classic.
not whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
very, very classic.
A little bit more
like-
stripped down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Good. That's the way it should be.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
This ain't no Florida Georgia line.
Hell no.
Kane Brown, he really sticks out to me.
We love K Brown.
A lot of Posty. I really like Post Malone stuff.
Do you have a favorite album by him?
Beer Bongs Bentley.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
that's
a great one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I hate to say this, but I'm not a big Post Malone fan.
Really?
Why do you
so,
hate to say it?
because it's like I say
Are
that.
you
and
afraid of hurting his
people-
feelings?
People literally like come for me when I say that.
I'm not gonna come for you. What's up?
And I don't know. It's just like I'll listen to some of his songs,
Yeah.
but like I can't sit there and listen to him all day. Like,
I
I guess it just ain't me.
I'm in the same boat as you. Like
Yeah.
it's not for me. Like,
I think I like maybe like I could. It won't even fill up both my hands.
Like
Songs
how
I
many
yeah, you like a
songs?
few
Yeah.
songs by
Like
him.
6 or 7
I'm the
songs.
same way.
Maybe.
Maybe I like his stuff that's a little bit more.
I like stuff that's very laid back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very well. Obviously, like every song is like a story,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But a lot of stories are better than others, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
hey, that's a good
And-
point that you bring up. Like with, like
If the story isn't there, like it's just
That's-
it ain't there.
That's why I love Tyler Childers, dude.
Yeah,
The
If-
stories he can tell from a song is insane.
you really feel it.
Oh my god.
it's an interesting concept to bring up with that because as human beings that's how we relate is through stories.
Yeah.
Like whether it's like a movie or an album, or like a book, words on a piece of paper. It's how like we relate to things. And yeah, like some stories are better than others. Like I don't think any of us in this room are gonna be heavily resonant with like southern rap. Like it's like it's not something that sticks out.
No,
So it's but like for the people that live that life, it is, that's why they like it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
100%.
yeah, for sure.
What would your like top album be? Or
oh
top
shit.
Top artist,
I like a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
like what?
Like Radiohead is a very like it's like stoner rock, and I don't like all their shit. But the best album by them, and it's like the most I think commercially appealing, or it's the thing I would show people. The first thing by them would be In Rainbows. It's like a 10 out of 10 record. It's like melancholic type shit, like wailing. Like
Nice.
the lead singer Tom York is just like known for like hitting like really high notes and going on and on and on. The drumming on that record's great, and there's good instrumentals and shit, but I mean, I like all types of shit. I mean, I respect country. I mean, like Tyler Childers. I'm not like super familiar with him, but like it was that song like Feathered Indians.
Yeah.
Is that by him?
The Purgatory album. That's like
That's a good song.
Yeah.
that's
Good stuff.
Yeah.
like I listen to whatever sounds good.
Yeah.
Like it.
I would say Tyler Childers' top album, Bottles and Bibles.
100%.
Dude, that
Great
is
one.
like, so Austin, if I was you, I would listen to that album. It's a very like, I would say it's a very gritty album, honestly. Like it's just
And
real
Just
life shit.
based on the title, it sounds like the average like country boy struggle.
So
of, like
but-
bottles and Bible.
Yeah.
Well,
It sounds like that, but it ain't.
there are like heartbreakers in there,
Mm.
but it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like very real.
Yeah, dude,
I guess.
When we were talking about stories, dude, like
The stories within those songs,
You can literally,
are
like,
ridiculous.
just close your eyes and literally like watch it like a
picture it,
movie.
yeah.
It's like
It's
his storytelling for music is insane.
yeah. I'd say that's like #1 album by
100%.
honestly. I mean, Purgatory is very very.
Well, I
good,
I
and
was
it's
saying
very well known.
That's what I was saying. Is
You
a
know?
well-known out like
Yeah.
Purgatory is like his top
but
album.
like you listen to Bottles and Bibles and it's like, damn.
Yeah, that's like
it's
some
just like
real-
struggles. Yeah. I mean, old Kentucky boy down in the sticks, just
Hank song.
fighting to survive, basically. And it's like it's based around family as well. It isn't the song Bottles and Bibles, isn't it about someone killing himself or something?
It's about the preacher.
It's about a
Yeah,
a
yep.
preacher. His wife leaves him.
And and he basically ends up killing himself.
He's like an alcoholic at that
Yeah.
point, and then like they find him dead.
Great song.
Oh, dude, fantastic song.
We heard this song last night. Motorcycle by Coulter Wall.
Oh, great one.
Yeah, I love Coulter Wall.
Great one.
That's one of those songs that are insane because the beat is kind of more uppity, and then like you're not really listening to the lyrics, and then the second you listen to the lyrics, you're like, what? Yeah, it's homeboy literally just riding his motorcycle and then wraps around a pole to kill himself. Like,
There's a song by, you guys know who Smashing Pumpkins are?
Oh yeah.
I can't remember that. I think like Today. I think it's the song called.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like one of those songs, uppity beat, and then you sit there and listen to it, and you're like, oh wait, like this is, this is terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
So we did that. We did that album for the podcast. Like it's one of our earlier episodes, and I got to get really familiar with that band. It was pretty great.
A song I overlooked in high school was Car Radio
Mm.
by 21 Pilots.
Mm.
It's such a good song because it's like he's like sitting there in silence in his car. Like imagine you don't have a car radio, and it's just like you are sitting there in silence, and then you have to deal with the thoughts in your head.
I've
Yeah,
been doing
fighting demons.
after a long
Yeah,
day of
like-
work.
Drive home in silence.
Dude, that's a rough day.
Yeah, facts. Fun fact about 21 Pilots, my podcast co-host, got to see them like in a coffee shop in Middletown, like when they were real early on.
What, like Triple
Really?
Moon or something like that?
I can't remember. I think it was the one over like behind like that Cracker Barrel over there.
Oh yeah.
There's like one down in there.
No shit. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, he's
I
weird
was-
like that. He's like met a bunch of people. He's like a roadie.
You know
Nice.
a song that is insane, like storytelling?
What?
Nutshell. Alice in Chains.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Austin, have you heard that, I imagine?
I don't believe so.
Really?
Dude, it is.
That is a very, very dark song.
It is 100%.
But it is such a good song.
Mhm.
Alice in Chains. Nutshell.
Alice
You wanna
in
shed a
Chains
tear?
is-
Play, dude, you listen to that late night and your thoughts,
Gosh.
it's over. It's over.
What was that one song that was really pumped up kicks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Everyone's
Young
like,
People.
this is
Oh,
a banger, and,
kids
then,
with the
and you're
pumped
listening
up
to it, and it's like,
Wait a minute.
wait a damn
It's a dark
second.
song, dude.
Wait a damn minute.
Yeah. It's a dark fucking
That's
song.
when all the school shootings started.
Conspiracy theory. That'll lead us into the next segment.
Alex Jones.
Hunting season, baby. Hunting season's on, man.
Isn't
School
that
years around.
Alex Jones, right?
Yeah, do you also see where like
He's getting sued like
no,
a
like
billion
he's
fucking
not
dollars.
getting sued. Like he's like court ordered to pay like
$950 million.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's $1 billion.
which
To the
Let's just
1
round
million.
up.
which okay doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion
no,
because wouldn't that kind of fall under freedom of speech?
low key. Well, he has to pay it to the St.
Okay.
Hook families.
Yeah,
There's a
because-
difference between freedom of speech and freedom of consequences.
Yes,
Yeah, but
he's just
There's
he
a
was
fine- a
speaking
fine
his
line.
mind though.
Oh
well,
yeah.
he was.
There's a
He was speaking of like he thought there was crisis actors
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there was like no evidence to back
Well,
any of
dude,
that up.
the thing that's wild though is people will, like he does say crazy fucking shit.
100%. Like, what
And
was
then-
that shit? Like the water turning the frogs gay.
Gay, yeah, like the frogs are fucking.
That's
each
a
other.
real thing.
Yeah,
That actually
that's the
turned out,
thing.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he'll say these wild things and they come true.
That's what.
Like, dude,
That's
it's
why I
insane.
don't. I don't know. Like,
There are things in. There are definitely forces that create chaos that are
100%.
under our government, and
100%.
but
This is a nice rabbit hole.
sometimes when stuff like that isn't true, it decredits things that are. A conspiracy theory is just a theory until it's factual.
Yeah.
The Alex Jones thing is like really touchy.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, in that specific instance, it was like a thing where I didn't follow it very heavily or anything
Yeah,
like
I
that.
didn't either.
But even if there is like solid evidence to like maybe help his case a little bit,
It's still a very real thing.
yeah, it's like you're when like school shootings is like it's public suicide for whoever's committing the act.
Oh yeah.
And in the last minutes of their life, they're choosing to destroy other people's and like literally ruin like the epitome of innocence, which is children.
Yeah.
And in that case, I don't think it was ever worth like fucking with. I mean, like there are things like he got like Bohemian Grove right, and yeah, like the turning the frogs gay is a real thing. Like those pesticides are in our food. It's like that stuff that the stuff that's in our food is
That
illegal in Europe. They're not allowed to use it in Europe.
Also with like the fluoride in the water shit, like that, like there's fluoride in the water,
Yeah.
and like the reasoning was like to prevent tooth decay, but like our tooth decay is like the same rate as other countries
Yeah.
that don't do the same, and there's like a conspiracy like fluoride makes you susceptible to like brain control. Like that's the fucking conspiracy.
Presley, how long?
We are going pretty long.
Yeah.
Hour and 2.
Shit. Okay, we got a minute though. Keep going.
Yeah, there's weird stuff like you were talking earlier about roaches at the food processing plant. It's like these things are not always so cookie cutter and clean. Like our systems in place are not always in the best benefit for all of us. So you guys gotta make your own choices and stuff like that. Like I don't want to ever eat a Hot Pocket again. No.
Am I going to? Yes.
Pizza rolls, yes.
Yeah. All the time.
I'm gonna forget about this in a while.
Let's brighten things up here, fellas.
Yeah, not to get so
that's-
bleak.
How about a fun fact?
Yeah, let's hear it.
In the state of Kentucky,
Uh-huh.
there are more bourbon barrels than people.
Dead ass.
I believe it.
Swear, like for real, there
Sounds
are
about
more
right. The
bourbon
rate of
barrels
alcoholism.
Yeah.
than people in Kentucky.
Imagine being outnumbered by barrels.
Imagine the barrels grew legs. You're fighting off barrels.
How many barrel per person is that if they had a fight? I'd like to know.
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers. I just heard it.
I've got another fun fact about Kentucky.
Let's hear it.
There's 14 different accents within the state of Kentucky.
I believe it. Yeah, 100%. I
Crazy.
believe that.
It's a lot of accents for.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, it's just so weird though. Like I've kind of like been around Kentucky a good amount just from work, and like way west Kentucky, like straight up, like people would say like straight hicks. Like like that's what people would say. Like, hey buddy, come over here and do this shit for me real quick. Come on, buddy. Like very very thick accents. Especially if they start getting rowdy with each other. You don't know what the fuck they're saying. Like just going crazy with each other. Then like say you're in like Louisville. I feel like it's just like how we talk.
Yeah, it's just a very.
It's just. Well, that's the thing that's really weird though. Is like say you go to Louisiana or something. Like we have an accent of those people.
Well, yeah.
It's just
So-
it's kind of weird.
Also, there is one general American accent. And
Where?
that's around the Midwest.
Yeah,
From, like,
100%.
Ohio over to like Nebraska
Yep.
in that area, they're gonna sound a little different, but it's gonna be like
Unless you hit Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. It's gonna be
Canadians.
like the exact same thing. Oh yeah, bud. Like
I worked
it's-
with some dudes from Wisconsin. It was a good time.
I work with a guy from Michigan, and he like does that like you betcha like
Yeah. Like here
that
and there.
those like
You
like
betcha, bud.
those cues, and he's like, it's just I hear it. I'm like, you're still from there. Like you haven't adjusted yet.
So I wanted to bring this up just because it blew my mind. I saw it on Instagram. Did you guys see the close-up picture of the ant's
Ant?
face? Did you see
Yeah, it's
that?
gross.
Dude, it's fucking scary.
It's freaky.
Like if I, dude,
You saw that in your dreams?
I used to be chill with ants. Now that I know the motherfuckers
killing
look like that,
I'm killing them.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
I used to. When we had
I used to
ants-
burn them.
Yes, I
With a
took
magnifying glass?
a
Starts with
blowtorch,
small animals.
and it
Okay,
was
that's
it was a little spark.
You know
Yeah,
what's
that's where it
funny
starts.
talking about like cooking bugs like that?
Yeah.
I had I have an AC unit in my window. And like I didn't have it properly sealed, and like one night I looked up, and there was bugs all up on my ceiling. So I grabbed like
Axe body
some
spray.
Axe body spray and a lighter, and I'm going to town. There's a little burn mark on my ceiling still, and they're around the fire detector. And my dumbass, dude, it's like 3 a.m, and I just fucking on the fire detector starts going off at 3 a.m. I was like, fuck. So I run back to my chair and I'm acting like I'm playing Xbox. Roger opens up the door. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
What happened?
Trying to act like I didn't just about burn down the
Well, you
house.
fight you're like acting like you're asleep. What's going on?
Why's that going on?
Who's cooking?
Probably thought you were down there smoking pot.
Well,
Shit.
that's what happened to me one time. I
Really?
was smoking. Yeah, I was smoking, and I'd made some popcorn.
Oh, okay.
But I'm yeah.
You burnt that shit. 'cause
Well,
you're-
a little bit. And then my mom comes in, she's like, "What's that smell?" And I'm like, "I kind of burnt the popcorn." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And then I closed the door and went back to bed. And I was like, "Let's go."
I'll just never
Clean.
forget
Yeah.
when you were still living at your mom's. Me and you hotboxed,
Oh my god.
and his mom
dude.
was home, and Brady, and we go back to his room. We're sitting there, dude. We are gone, and Brady comes in. He's like, "What you guys doing?" We're like, "Nothing, Brady.
Yeah,
What you talking about?"
about?
And Presley's like, "Do we smell?" He's like, "Yeah."
He's like, "You guys fucking reek." And I was like,
Presley was like, "Brady, shut up." It was like right next to his mom's room.
my mom's door was open and it's right next
Yeah.
to my room.
Brady, shut up, dude.
Dude, speaking of like burning food, my brother, you know like the Kraft mac and cheese like
Yep.
cups?
How do you
Yeah,
burn
yeah.
that shit?
He didn't
bro?
put water in it, did he?
Didn't put water in it.
Fucking retard.
Doesn't
Put-
surprise me.
Dude,
Doesn't surprise me.
so that happens, and then my brother had a friend over, and we had like these cookies, and like I was fiending for these cookies, and I was like, I feel like I could just put these in the microwave, like they were like the frozen dough.
Oh, okay.
I put like 6 on a styrofoam plate,
Yep.
No.
You
And
sure
I-
did.
and I put them in the microwave for 7 minutes,
No.
and it's like 1 a.m.
You're just hanging out.
And
Not worried.
we're in the living room, and I was like, cookies are done. Dude, I walk into the kitchen. You would think the house was on fire, dude. The thickest layer of smoke, like from the ceiling down. I was like, oh my god, dude! I run to the microwave, open it up, dude. Literally on fire, just charred. I was like, Zach, help!
I have
Fuck.
so we
fucking
had
funny.
these. I think it was like a chocolate turnover or something from Arby's, and I'm like, how long should I put this in the microwave for? My sister goes 3 minutes, and I'm like, okay.
Bet.
You always
Charred.
believe your older sister.
Oh, yeah.
Charred. It was probably like needed 30 seconds. Charred.
Probably need like 15.
Dude, speaking of my brother, dude, me and Nathan one time, he fell asleep on the couch, and we wanted to fuck with him, so we take a straw, and I put soy sauce in this straw, and we go up to him, and I'm like plugging it, and I put it, and the second his mouth was like, and I touch it to his tooth, dude sucked like, dude
Took the
sucked
straw.
suck down this soy sauce, and he's literally like, dude. Mom comes down the stair and is tearing me up,
fuck,
dude. It was
dude.
funny as hell, just because he literally dead asleep. Down the hatch, down the hatch,
I thought you were saying like took the straw out of your hand.
dude.
I got a funny story about your brother.
Oh fuck. Let's hear it.
Had to we were fishing out at Steve's house,
Yeah,
and he was out there on the boat, Steve had a little boat
Yeah,
that
yeah.
take out on the pond, and I had like just got there, and Zach had like a bunch of new lures like in a Kroger bag, and like for some reason he like took them out of like the plastic, and so he fell out on the boat, and he came up after he fell, and the Kroger bag was stuck to his shorts. And so we had to paddle him back in, and we had to get him butt ass naked on that garage floor, and we had to cut his shorts, and we had to cut that Kroger bag, and he had a fucking treble hook in his ass, like two barbs like stuck up in there.
Oh my god.
And we're like, Zach, we got to take you to the hospital. He's like, I don't got no health insurance. And we're like, dude, you got to get this out of your ass.
You're on my
Literally.
health
Yeah,
insurance.
and like, so he was like butt ass naked on Steve's garage floor, and like he was like, somebody put something under me, my dick's cold. Yeah. Like, so we had to put like
cold concrete.
we had to put like a pool raft underneath him, just like one of them pink inflatable plastic bed looking things.
Yeah.
And we had to because you can't just like rip it out,
Yeah.
and so we had to fish both hooks back through the cheek and cut the barbs.
Jesus.
Yeah, and we like poured alcohol all up in his ass crack, like, because we were like, it's gonna get infected, man.
You pour some Tito's on it or something?
We just put like alcohol in it, just we did like
rubbing
dabbing.
alcohol.
Rubbing. I
poured like rubbing alcohol in his
Well,
ass.
I mean, like, to be fair, that's like
That would work.
That would
perfect
work, yeah.
procedure.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Push the
that's
barbs
the thing.
through, cut them,
Pull 'em back.
sterilize it.
The thing is, you tell us that story, and I totally believe it, 100%.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
like that's
Yeah.
totally such a Zach story.
Yes.
There was another fishing story. Forget who he was with. I think it was Kyle or something. And pretty much same deal. He goes to cast, hooks a dude right in the shoulders,
I'd be so fucking pissed.
especially
Yeah.
from Zach.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you would.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
of course you would. You fucking-
He had 2 of the 3 in him. Comes to my grandma's. We're at my grandma's. And my dad has to literally like push these through them. He's literally like the kid's biting down on his shirt and shit. He's like, "Ew." I was like, way to go, Zach.
Literally.
Dude, back to
Poor
the
dude.
like the when he's talking about the straw thing. Is Greg, Brady, and I, we're at this barbecue place. It's called like, I think it's called like Waltz or something. Waltz Barbecue.
Okay.
It used to be over in Hamilton.
Yeah. Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting there, and Brady goes, he's like, I got pee. And so he goes pee, and he had like a Coke or something, so I squirt barbecue sauce all up in his straw. And so he comes back and he slurps it up. He's like, dude, this Coke tastes weird. And just Greg is losing it. It's just so funny.
Dude, that happened to me. We were real close with one of our neighbors when we went to Skyline. And I fucked with him, and I like poured it in his crackers like hot sauce. I go to the bathroom, and he pours my entire straw full of hot sauce.
That's fucked up.
And the little young Gilbert, dude,
Dad.
put me into an asthma attack.
Jesus Christ.
Homeboy about
that's
wipe,
one way to
homeboy about
go out.
wipe me
Yeah.
off the planet.
Well, guys, I think we've
Yeah,
come to the end of
yeah, I
this.
think it's
We're getting there.
That was a solid ep.
But thank you, Isaiah and Austin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Thanks for our guest for
It was a
coming
good
out.
time. Austin, you got anything to say to wrap it up?
Check out my podcast. 2 Dudes Brews and Reviews.
What's it on?
Everything.
Everything.
There you
Well,
go.
I'll throw the link in there.
Yeah,
Thanks, dog.
the
We'll
link
get
in
a
the description.
Thanks for having us on. This was fun.
Yeah. Isaiah, you got anything to say?
Not really.
Right
Okay.
on.
That
Cool.
you heard it here first,
Yep.
folks.
There
Not
you go.
really.
Right on.
Uh,
Stay soft.
Yep.
Stay flaccid.
Stay flaccid, fellas. This was episode 8. Let's go.
See ya.
Peace out.